the summer's calling.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So what I have today is the super simple smoky eye. I have actually been trying to put a video out for the longest time and things just haven't worked out. My computer's just been acting crazy, but I finally got it figured out. I'm not really good with technology, so it took me a good minute to figure out what was going on, why my videos weren't uploading. But now that I got it figured out, I decided I'd start back with a makeup tutorial since I haven't done one since October. It's a really long time. I tried out a whole bunch of stuff that I originally bought during one of my vlogs, but again, none of the vlogs made it. I'm just not gonna bother with those and I'm just gonna start over. So anyways, if you guys wanna know how I got this super simple two shadow smoky eye, I'm trying to name it as I go, smoky eye, please keep on watching. To start off this look, I'm going to go ahead and prep my lips with this collagen lip mask. I love this product like no other. I think it's my favorite thing that I've bought in this entire year. It's really gotten rid of a lot of those fine lines on my lips and plumped them up even. And then for my skin, I'm going to use this Perlice Watermelon Primer. I've never used this, but it was in my Ipsy bag, so I thought I'd give it a go. I will definitely keep you guys updated on how I like it. For my nose and T-zone, I'm going to go in with a No Poreblem primer. This primer is so dope. Like, it's super inexpensive and it gets the job done, and you guys just got to try it. It's really good. I definitely recommend it. For foundation, I will be mixing this Smashbox and Milani foundation together to create my perfect shade and coverage. This is my favorite thing to do, and I will never stop doing it. I will be linking the shades down below, but I really do this because I get the best shade ever doing this, like literally. So I'm going to just paint it all over my face with this regular concealer brush. I want a lot of coverage today, so that is why I'm doing this. Then afterwards, I'm going to go over it with a beauty blender just to blend everything out and make it look more seamless. And then I just pat it all in for like 15 minutes. For concealer, I'm going to be using this KOKIE Cosmetics Be Bright Illuminizing Concealer. I've really been going back to this. Like, this is the 4th or 5th time I'm using it, and I really like it. It glides on so smoothly. It doesn't crease. It sets correctly. They sent me the perfect shade in my Ipsy bag. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this. Because this is more of a medium to full coverage makeup look, I'm going to be blending out my concealer with this shorter dent buffer brush. This is a Morphe brush. I'll have it linked down below, but this just helps everything be a little bit more full coverage since a beauty blender tends to soak a lot of product up. And afterwards, I am going to go over it with a beauty blender, but only after I spritz my entire face with some MAC Fix Plus. This is like a holy grail to me. I'll never stop doing this either. But after that, I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything in, and yeah. On to setting my eyes, or under my eyes, I'm going to be using my favorite setting powder ever, and that is the Marc Jacobs setting powder that comes in those duo palettes. The yellow one is amazing. I'm panning on it. I'm already going to go get another one. And for eyes, I'm going to start off with this shade in the James Charles palette. I'm going to pack that on the crease and then slowly start blending that in. I prefer to pack on the color on the lid with a smaller brush and then blend it out with a clean, fluffier brush. This is just a way to get more color payoff, in my opinion. And yes, I am eating. I'm always eating when I'm doing my makeup, so please don't judge me. But yeah, you just want to go ahead and blend that out until it's nice and smooth. I am literally munching so hard, but okay, I'm going to go on with this even fluffier Morphe brush, and I'm going to continue to just blend that same color out. Literally, I haven't added any more. This is just the same color that I keep blending in and out. So I just wanted to throw these clips in to show you guys how repetitive I am about my blending. When it comes to dark colors and doing any kind of smoky eye, no matter the color, I always like to add little by little, because if not, you just end up with a big old mess. And so with this brown color, I'm going back and forth into adding more and then blending out, adding more, blending out. And then with this white fluffy brush, it's actually from the Kylie Cosmetics palette, I think the peach one. I am cleaning it every single time I go back to blend. I just want that brush to be for blending. And then, of course, I go in with the Morphe one. I know it sounds crazy. I blend for about 20 minutes every single time I do my eye makeup. It's just what I do. I am so sorry that this is such a process, but realistically, your eyeshadow will not look good if you do not blend, blend, blend. For my lid color, I'm going to be using this shade off of the James Charles palette, and I am going to apply that all over my lid with this flat brush. But I started to have some fallout, as you guys can see, so I try to just like wipe that away. I just didn't want it to get worse, so I went ahead and grabbed some RCMA no color powder or colorless powder, whatever it's called. And I'm just going to go ahead and pat a whole bunch of that with this brush under my eyes. That way the fallout will just get caught there, and then later on it won't leave any type of mark. Now that I have powder under my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and keep smoking this eye out. I am just adding that darker shade onto my lid, and then afterwards I'm just going to go ahead and blend all of that lid color with the smaller blender brush. This brush is clean, so this is just blending out what was already on my eyelid into the crease. Then I'm going to go back in with that Morphe brush. You guys already know, and I'm going to repeat it. I'm just blending away, like every single 5 seconds. I'm just blending and blending and blending. I did add a little bit of that orange shade on the palette onto both of my lids just to add a little bit of color. This is giving me like fall makeup vibes, and I don't know, I am really digging it. Okay, so after all of that, I'm going to be using the flat side of my Real Techniques blender just to blend everything out, the foundation that's still on my face, that still hasn't been set. And then afterwards, still with that flat part, I'm going to dip it in my Laura Mercier translucent powder and just start blending it away on my face. This is my favorite way to set my face. I use, I think, 3 different powders in my process. This is the second. It's lengthy, but it's definitely worth it. It leaves my skin super, super smooth. Now that the face is set, I'm going to go ahead and go back to my eyes. Just very quickly, I'm just going to grab the color that I applied on my lid and blend that out with a bullet crease brush. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be linking everything down below. So yeah, I'm just blending this out on my bottom lash line and just making sure that it looks nice and blended and smoky. I don't want this to be super dark or super light. I just want it to be kind of like a medium toned smoky eye. Now I'm just going to add a little pop of highlight to my inner corner. I'm going to be using this Artist Couture highlighter in the color Conceited. It's my favorite highlighter of all time right now. I'm just adding very, very little just to bring in some light to that inner corner of the eyes. For bronzer, I'm going to be using my Hula bronzer. This is like a ride or die bronzer for me. It's been there for me through tough times. I'm kidding, but no, really, this is like my favorite bronzer ever. And I'm just going to be applying this all over my face. I try really hard to not pick up my brush much as I'm applying bronzer. That way it's more of an even bronze, if you guys get what I'm saying. And I probably should have worn a hairband, but I just didn't, and so now I'm holding my hair back in order to bronze my face. But yeah, I'm going to do this on both sides of my face, and then afterwards I'm just going to go ahead and bake. Earlier I mentioned that I use 3 different powders for my face, and that's true. I use one to set my eyes, one to set my face, and one to bake under my contour. The one I use to bake under my contour is the Fenty Yellow Loose Foundation. This one's the best for setting under my contour, but I don't like using it under my eyes. I feel like it's too brightening, but for this, it's perfect. It glides on perfectly, and it is so smooth. Now for my favorite part, which is blush highlighter, I am going to be adding the blush in the color Deep Throat by NARS to the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with the same brush that I used for my contour. This is just going to make everything look more seamless and blended. Now to highlight, I'm going to be using that same Artist Couture highlighter in the color Conceited. I love that this blends in so well with my skin. Like, it doesn't look too bronzed, it doesn't look too light. It just looks like skin but glowy, and it looks like it's a glow from within. So it's not super blinding. It can be blinding, but this is just how I wear it. I'm going to go ahead and apply that at the tops of my cheeks, my nose, the bridge of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. For my mascara, I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics mascara. I don't know which one it is, but I always apply mascara after lashes just because it kind of bonds everything together in my opinion. And so now I'm kind of just doing final touches that I have here and there. I'm going to go ahead and blend all of this out with a flat brush. You guys already know this is like my favorite thing ever. I do this in all my videos. I've been doing it for years. Just blend everything out with this brush. Go over my laugh lines because I have some pretty intense laugh lines. I laugh at absolutely everything. And then with that brush, I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything out, kind of maybe anything that I might have missed, just go over it. And then I'm going to grab my bronzer brush and just go over certain areas one last time, such as my jaw and over that super sharp contour baking line. I don't like it to look so sharp, so I always make sure to go back over with a little bit of bronzer and just smoothen everything out. I decided that I wanted to add a liner, so I'm going to go ahead and add Prunella by MAC, which is, I think, like a smoky or purple color. I didn't want it to be completely dark black, so I did something a little lighter. And I'm just going to add this all over my waterline to both eyes. And I don't add it to the top waterline, just the bottom. For the last step in this makeup look, lips, I am using my now favorite lipstick ever, Dolce K by Kylie Cosmetics. Okay, I have bought so many Kylie lip kits, and I never thought to buy Dolce just because I am not good with buying nudes. They always end up looking horrible on my lips, like super bright, and they gave me those like white lips. But I went to Ulta and I swatched it and I loved it, and the moment I put it on, now I'm obsessed. It's the only lipstick I want to wear. So yeah, but anyways, that concludes the look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will have more videos next week. I am super excited to be sharing more of me with you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Make sure to give this a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and leave down any comments of things you might want to see. See you guys next time. Bye guys.